Hey everybody, this is Aditi and you are watching me on ETimes. Today I have the very gorgeous and talented Janhvi Kapoor joining me, who's time and again challenged herself and has also created an identity with every opportunity coming her way. So Janhvi, a huge congratulations for GoodLuck Jerry. A huge welcome to ETimes and we are so happy to have you joining with us today. So, when you announced the rap of GoodLuck Jerry last year on social media, you had mentioned that you learned and unlearned a bunch of things along the way. So, what were your biggest takeaways from the project?
Honestly, it was such a long time ago, I think I forgot. But I think I learned just taking risks and I learned believing in myself a little more. I learned that I don't necessarily need to be so hard on myself to get the results that I think I want. And I think I just learned that there isn't any set pattern in getting what you want to get. I think art, especially in acting, is all about living and growing and feeling emotions as honestly as possible.
So, Jerry's poster, when we first saw it, reveals it all. She has those timid eyes, who's up for doing something courageous and rebellious. So, it's like about survival. So, what was your creative process and the toughest part in exploring her?
Well, I think the fact that Jerry, I think learning the Bihari accent and the dialect was a big part of trying to understand Jerry's psyche, and also the fact that she's doing something that isn't morally right, but she's doing it for her family. So I think to not judge the character and to still make sure that she's your protagonist and you root for her even though she's doing something that's
wrong
corrupt,
or
essentially.
Illegal.
So trying to find that balance, ensure that there's humor without it ever feeling like she's not actually in trouble. Finding the balance between all of these things, I think, was tough.
Your last outings have found you delivering women-centric roles, Gunjan Saxena, Ghost Stories, or Ruhi for that matter. So has this been a conscious decision in choosing scripts?
Not really. I think I'm just choosing scripts on the basis of what will challenge me as an actor, what excites me as an actor. And I think all these roles were huge learning opportunities for me. And that's why I picked them.
In a span of almost 4 years, you have managed to pull off a variety of roles that are cementing your identity. So I want to know, what's your approach in building your career and enhancing your stardom?
Like I said, I don't know about the stardom and all of that, but just to be true to your craft, to grow, to take up challenges, and to push yourself as an artist.
So, how do you handle fame? And frankly, a lot of recognition and relevance which has come to you has somewhere been easy, if not, smooth. So, is it challenging to find your own self-worth as an artist and not let the external factors and privileges label you?
Yeah, I mean, honestly, like you said, a lot of the attention and recognition that's come my way is first and foremost because of who my parents are. I think there's a lot of clarity in identifying that. I'm not delusional and thinking that I've earned all of it or I deserve any of it even. But now I have it, and I think what I want to do with it is good work because I love my job. And so the privilege and the trolling and the social media and all of that is secondary. My main priority and focus is to really hone my craft and give my work my all.
I like your approach towards things, honestly.
Thank you.
For someone who's so beautiful and you're such a delight to watch on screen, I'm not gonna lie.
Thank you.
So, do you consciously choose Deglam roles or do they just happen? Because a lot of actresses of your age and your contemporaries, they have many glamorous movies and roles. But if I look at Ruhi or Gunjan Saxena, for that matter, and even GoodLuck Jerry for that matter, they're all very deglammed.
Well, I think my personality is different. Janhvi likes to dress up and wear cute clothes and click pictures, but I can do that on my social media. I can do that in my personal life. When I'm playing a character, I want to be as true to the character as possible. And it just so happens that I'm gravitating towards characters that come from these backgrounds and are living these lives. I can't show up in hair and makeup. That would look stupid.
Exactly.
So I'm separating the two, and I'm playing the characters that I want to play. I think that if they want to see me dressed up, they can open Instagram. Or occasionally I'll do a song, but and if ever a role demands that of me, I'll be more than happy to do it. It just so happens that so far the roles haven't demanded that. I think Dhadak was one film where, again, it didn't really demand that kind of chaka-chakness, but we took that call to take that route, and I think it was counterproductive. So I think I shy away from it a little too much now.
You know, time and again, you've been vocal about handling negativity and trolls on social media pretty sportingly. But again, at the same time, where, you know, today's social media validation somewhere matters a lot, and it has taken a center stage, especially for Gen Z. What has your approach been towards the same?
I think to not take it seriously. Just to have a little fun with it. There's so much you can do that's so interactive and so fun and so creatively engaging, even like making reels and putting all of that stuff. I think is a lot of fun. That's all it is, though. It's fun.
So you do it for yourself because you love doing it. And
yeah, because it's actually fun. Like when I open my profile, I like say it's like a diary, right? Or like I went here. I look cute that day, and like my film's coming. Like it's all fun, but I can't like get validation out of it. If I judge myself or my peers based on their social media, that's a very, I think, hollow way of living. It's not it's intangible. It's not real, any of it. So you need to know that.
You know, film industry is also known for, you know, survival of the fittest. And no matter wherever you belong from, if you don't reinvent yourself, you lose. So how do you handle the pressure of being or staying relevant in showbiz?
Well, I'm only 4 years into the industry. अगर 4 साल में relevancy खत्म हो जाती है, फिर तो try ही नहीं करना चाहिए. But I don't know. I actually haven't thought of it. I just want to do good work. I think it's important to stay relevant in your craft, to reinvent yourself and grow in your acting. And I think to do that, one should have new experiences in life.
Yeah.
And stay grounded, I think. But that's about it. Stay relevant in fashion. You have a stylist to stay relevant on social media. Hopefully that isn't that much of a priority to you, and all that matters is your work.
So, you know, do you feel your peers and followers are yet to see the full extent of you as an artist?
Oh, definitely. I've finished 2 whole films, Jerry and Millie, that the audiences haven't seen. I'm halfway through Bawal and Mr. and Mrs. Mahi, that again they haven't seen. So I think there's a lot of work that no one's seen really. So hopefully once they do, they'll take me a little more seriously than they do now.
I think we all do. Because
really?
I too love your work because you have picked up some, you know, very challenging projects, and you keep on putting on Instagram also the way you have prepped up for so-and-so role, Gunjan Saxena for that matter. So yeah.
That's really sweet.
So, you know, do you think that the pandemic slowed down your career and
sure.
you would have had 3-4 releases more?
I would have. Gunjan would have probably released in the theatres. I would have maybe signed a film or 2 more. I wouldn't have had these many gaps. And more than the output of it, I think I just would have learned so much more because I would have gotten so much more time on set.
Yeah.
So yeah, but I mean, there were bigger things at play. There was so much suffering in the world that I really couldn't sit and cry about set pe nahi ja paaye, when like people were literally fighting to live.
Exactly. So on a closing note, if I want to ask, what is that one thing you would say to your younger self when you first started out or faced the camera for the first time?
Just have fun. Because I trust myself to work hard. But I think someone should have told me to just have fun and not take it too seriously. You
are hard on yourself indeed. Thank you so much, Janhvi, for doing this with me. I had a great time chatting with you.
Thank you so much.
I'm really looking forward to GoodLuck Jerry, and I'm really looking forward to more conversations with you.
Thank you so much. See you soon.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye-bye.